Picture this, a small-brained human relative that stood just over 3 feet tall. Yep, this is our distant cousin, Homo floresiensis, aka the Hobbit. Let's get into it. So Homo floresiensis is an extinct species of archaic humans that lived on the Indonesian island of Flores. The Hobbit is known from a single site called Layang Bua, which means the hole in English. The species was first described in 2003 and named Homo floresiensis, or the Hobbit, because of its small stature, which is an obvious reference to J.R.R. Tolkien's fantasy character, Bilbo Baggins. The species is thought to have been around between roughly 100,000 and 50,000 years ago, although some say they may have died out more recently. So it could have been around at the same time as modern humans. The Hobbit was very small, with the few specimens that have been found being around 3.5 feet tall and weighing about 70 pounds. That makes them about half the height and weight of a typical modern human. They also had relatively small brains, with an average cranial capacity of about 400 cubic centimeters. For comparison, the average human brain is around 1,300 cubic centimeters. Despite their small size and brain capacity, the Hobbit is considered to be a member of the genus Homo, which includes modern humans. This is because they shared many characteristics with other Homo species, such as the shape of their skull and their teeth. They also use tools, which is another characteristic that sets them apart from earlier hominids. It's not entirely clear how the Hobbit evolved to be so small. However, it's thought that they may have descended from a population of Homo sapiens or Homo erectus that became isolated on the island of Flores. Over time, they developed smaller bodies and brains due to a process known as insular dwarfism, which occurs when animals on islands evolve to become smaller in size. In fact, the only other known species of the genus Homo that exhibits this trait is Homo habilis. Now, while most scientists agree that the Hobbit is a new species, some have argued that it may have been a modern human with a rare genetic condition. However, this is not widely accepted, as the Hobbit had many primitive features that would have made it difficult for it to survive in modern times. For example, its brain was much smaller than that of a modern human, and it would have been unable to regulate its body temperature effectively. So what do you think? Was this little guy a real human Hobbit, or something else entirely? Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to stay tuned for more videos like this one.